Hey Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for August 20th through the 26th. The giveaway this week is going to be that deck I've been talking about, the other one. So if you want to enter to win that, AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram, and enter on Monday. On Monday when I put up the post for the chance to win the cards, you're going to enter on there. So good luck to you if you're interested in winning that. We're going to jump into your reading for the week, Gemini. Monday, Tuesday for my Gemini friends. Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, the cards are like jumping out of my hands. They're like, it's like a slippery fish. Like it's just like, I can't even grasp it. So Gemini, you might be super excited about something. There might be just something coming your way and you're just wanting to grab it so much. And it's just like, yeah, slippery. Let's see what that's about. It's happening again. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, love. So let's see what we have for love here for Gemini. There is love for Gemini. And we'll see what that has to say for us in just a minute. So, your Monday, Tuesday, my friends, is the Star. The Star can definitely be relief after a period of very difficult experiences. So it's kind of like the shining light that comes in after the chaos. I apologize if this has come up recently for you because I'm not sure what your cards were last week. So if you've already heard this illustration, please forgive me. But the star, I always think of like a literal star in the sky, you know, in space. We see it from down here and we look at that light and we think, oh, how beautiful the stars are. But what's going on up there is the star it's shining, it's giving off light, but it's due to all kinds of explosions that are happening from chemical reactions and gases and all kinds of things. So it's having these little combustions, right? Like these little explosions that are giving off light and burning, you know, burning and giving off light, and we just see it as so beautiful. And to me, the star is very much that way. Like there's chaos internally, there's chaos in your life, all these things are happening, but you're taking them and you're turning them into something beautiful. You're using them as fuel for new ideas, new projects, new ways of being, new ways of connecting or relating with other people. So you're coming into this new way of being, this new way of existing, and people aren't seeing you as a hot mess. People are seeing you as this beautiful ball of light, right? So this is definitely a good time to start making some long-term plans because your creativity is going to be coming into a peak here and you're going to have some ideas of different projects and things that you're wanting to take on. For some of you, you're creating different streams or different avenues of income that are going to be very substantial and very long-lasting. Like for years to come, you're building some kind of foundation for yourself. Some of you are getting very, very connected to some ancient energy. Some of this might be like going back to your ancestral beliefs, you know. If it's like a Celtic for some of you, it may be like Egyptian or African or Middle Eastern, old ancient beliefs, whatever it might be. You might start going back into your bloodline and what did my ancestors believe? Or for some of you, you may be getting very connected with nature. And there might just kind of be like this revival here where you're feeling more connected with your I don't know what the right word is, but like with the ancestors that came before you. Not ancestor worship, like you're not worshiping your ancestors, but definitely like a feeling of like, where did you come from and who are you and who were those people and what were some of their beliefs. And maybe it's not even practicing it for some of you. Maybe it's just kind of like thinking about it and then thinking about your own beliefs and how do you connect spiritually, you know. So I just feel there's a lot going on with a lot of you where you're wanting to connect with like the mysteries of who you are, where you came from, and it's inspiring you in your projects moving forward. Your midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. is Ten of Pentacles. So we just talked about how you were feeling really creative. You were having a lot of ideas about bringing in money and abundance for some of you. And so midweek, there might be something coming your way. For some of you, you may be receiving a payout. There may be a check or something that's coming your way. For some of you, there may be a contract or something that's coming in that's going to result in this Ten of Pentacles. But Ten of Pentacles is comfort. It's stability. For some of you, excuse me, you may have someone who's like offering you something that's going to be bringing you that security. I'm looking like this is jumping out at my eye right now. So I'm going to steal the card and look at it a little bit more deeply here. I don't know if those are supposed to be apples or peaches. I'm looking at them more closely. I think they're supposed to be apples. So apples are definitely a symbol of like fertility, of abundance. Last I looked them up because there was a time that I kept seeing apples, and if I remember correctly, that's what it is. So for some of you, I don't know, maybe you're putting money into fertility treatments. Maybe some of you are like, that's what you've been wanting to do, and you've always wondered, like, is that ever going to happen? So I think this is so off the wall. This is funny how sometimes Spirit will, like, nudge me and say this. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to say it, but I'm not sure. Like, you know, somebody might be watching this that has been concerned about fertility. And you might have met somebody and you might be thinking about your future. And you might be like, but, like, how am I going to make this happen? Like, how am I ever going to come up with the money for, like, you know, in utero fertilization or whatever it's called. I can't even pronounce it. Or I think it's like IVF or something for short. Or I don't know, whatever it is. Or, you know, getting a surrogate mother. Or, you know, whatever it might be. I don't know. Or taking, like, treatments or something to boost your hormones. So some of you might be doing something that, because I'm looking at the little girl here. And that's like jumping out at me. So I think for some of you, there might be something where financially your prayers are being heard, or your wishes being heard to get some kind of, you know, help to naturally conceive a child. I'm not saying you're going to get knocked up on Wednesday, but, you know, it like might be like in the works, okay? Patience. And guys, this is a general reading. I know sometimes I say very specific things because they come up, but it's not going to be 100% for every single person, so please don't get mad at me. Everything being said in this video is like in love. I said something last week about a house or people getting comfortable in their house, and somebody commented yelling at me that they lost their house and like I was being a jerk. I'm not trying, like, nothing I'm saying is a jab at anybody. I'm sorry, you know, anybody who, like, this is a sore subject, but nothing here is being said, like, to make fun of you or put you down in any way. Please know that. So your weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Gemini, is the Hanged Man, all right? So you might be getting ahead of yourself in the beginning of the week where you have this inspiration, you have this money coming in, or you have ideas of money coming in, and then all of a sudden on the weekend you're like, oh wow, some really great ideas came in, and I'm gonna get the ball rolling here on some of them, but in other ways I'm feeling very stuck, or I'm not sure how I want to move forward. For some of you, you might feel like, you know, a lot of different blessings have come to you at once, and now you're trying to figure out which one you want to focus on. Maybe you don't know. Do I want to, like, get into this serious relationship and plan a future with somebody? Or do I want to, you know, take advantage of my single life and focus on career or projects that seem to be picking up? Or, you know, do I want to start something new? Or do I want to travel? Do I want to go overseas? I think for a lot of you, there's a lot of different possibilities. And for some of you, you have some really big ideas that you know could work, but you're also feeling frustrated or stuck because you don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know how to make it happen, or you don't know what to make a priority. So the Hanged Man is basically saying, you know what? Don't jump into major decisions just yet. Take a moment, you know, just hang loose for a bit and just examine things like a fly on the wall, and take in information and process that information, and then let yourself feel what you're feeling. How do these different things make you feel? What are you gravitating towards? Like, what is feeling important to you? So the Hanged Man means you need some time to just kind of simmer, before you make a massive decision. Okay, this is major arcana, so you've got some major life decisions to make right now, and you could go in a number of different ways, and then you might know which way you want to go in, but you might not be sure how to make it happen. So this is a time to take a time out, over the weekend. And this is gonna be your love card, and we have the Sun. Okay, this is exciting. You know, the Sun is like, for some of you, you know, those of you who are in a relationship, maybe you've been going through a rough patch, and you might be able to expect that things are going to get better now, like the light is coming in, or the passion or the fire is returning to it. For some of you who may be in a newer relationship, it might be that it's starting to pick up steam, and it might be where you're headed towards like becoming an official item, where like you're getting ready to announce it to other people, you know, where it's like, oh, well, you know, we're together now, or, you know, Facebook status in a relationship, or you're getting ready to go meet their, like, you know, closest friends and family. So for some of you, it might be like the relationship is coming out into the light. For those of you who are single, who have been looking for somebody, this could very well be basically, you know, like you're coming out into the light. Like the things that were maybe holding you back in the past from having a relationship. Maybe you were hurt really bad, and maybe even though you were lonely and you were like, oh Lord, when am I going to find my person? Maybe you were also hiding a little bit. Maybe you had a wall up around you. Maybe you were waiting for somebody to climb that wall and rescue you from your loneliness, which sometimes we do. But the Sun is saying that you're done with that, and you're ready to go outside, figuratively, and be in the light and be seen. And so you're calling in a love in that way. And I don't know what this means, but it comes up a lot. A lot of the times when you read about the Sun card, or like what it means, I get like country love, or like a country lover. I don't know. Maybe some of you are going to be doing something where you're going out away from the city, and you're having a little fling with a cowboy or something. I don't know. Or just maybe some of you are, you know, going away with a partner or with a lover, into like away from the city, where you can just focus on one another. But this is definitely positive energy. And please understand, guys, anytime we're doing anything with the tarot, it's always the potential of energy, right? And everything depends on the actions that we take and the steps that we take. So, you know, if you're wanting to meet somebody new, you're going to have to go out there. You know, if you're wanting to bring fire into your relationship, you're going to have to stand with your partner and figure out how you can do that, right? It's not just going to magically happen. It's just telling us what the energy is bringing and what we can take advantage of and taking steps forward. Check out your moon sign, your ascended sign. Some weeks those readings are going to resonate for you more than your Sun sign. Check out the choose your own, you know, pick a card readings. I've got a few of those already on the channel. I'm going to do another one in a couple of days, so if you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification button, do that, and you'll get a notification when the pick a card reading is up. And also more readings are coming up. If you want a private reading, guys, I've got private readings starting on my Patreon for as low as $2 a month. And I'm also going to do this weekend a reading session for my Patreon patrons. So if you're at that $2 tier, that's enough to get you in, where you can come on and ask a question, and I will pull a card just for you. And I'm going to try to do this once a week. So check out the Patreon, see if anything there works for you. And go to AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram for a free card each day. Choose a card each day. And Gemini, you're off to a whole new life. I'm excited for you guys. You take care of yourselves. Till next week, my friends.